Okay, this video is gonna be a hodgepodge of videos, an eclectic bunch of videos put together. Fingers crossed it works, because I've never tried this before. And it's gonna be in a bunch of various locations. Because I've been going on, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, K-R-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books, Flashback Mondays, we'll get to it in a second, If Then Fridays, and Star Trek Fridays, and my daily book reviews. We've been reading James Patterson's Women's Murder Club. I've been experimenting with some other authors, and we were doing Jana DeLeon a while ago. But I spent 2 weeks climbing my house, looking all over my house for this one magazine. I couldn't find it, so I ended up going to the library. So that's why we got various locations. One of these magazines, New York Book Review, I believe it's called. You'll see it in the video. That magazine is like $300 or $400 a year. And you'll see by the video that they do very little book reviews. They do extensive stories, but they do very little book reviews. And I'm comparing them all to my romantic times, and this one will be one of our Flashback Mondays, so check that out. I'm going to do a couple. I've got a couple ideas for this particular issue. But this magazine, I figured it out. After reviewing all the other magazines and look at them all, I figured it out. I will actually read the books in this. I will actually read the book in these. I will read these books. I probably own 3,000 of these books. Historicals, mystery, sci-fi, inspirational, erotica, paranormal, urban fantasy, inspirational, historical, Regencies, modern romances, books that I will read. And there was 250 every month. And they really didn't charge enough for this magazine. They really didn't. They should have raised the price instead of going out of business, because that magazine was my Bible. Although people will assume now we have Goodreads. And but this magazine was the best, and I've been talking about it every week, every Monday. So please check out those where I go through the magazine and find authors that I owned. I'm sorry I gave quite a few of them away over the years over COVID, and I'm pissed off at myself for doing that. But there's about 100 in here that I have read, probably 200 that I've actually read. I can't say the same for these other ones. But this magazine is just mysteries. And I've not heard of this author, so we'll have to check her out. The Prince of the Bombay Prince. These are mysteries in India. We'll have to see if my library even carries them. See, that's another problem. My library carries these books. My library doesn't carry quite a few of these. So we got a couple advertisements there. They do a story on the Lockridges. I have no idea who they are. They do a story on the Bombay. They do a full-page review. They got a Collier. Okay. They do extensive reviews, but they don't do many. They do 250 of books that I will read. that I will actually read. They reviewed all of these books. They do. I'm gonna do a video on these later. All of these Harlequins. All of these Harlequins. These magazines don't even touch Harlequins. They don't even know they exist. Here's another of the mystery magazine. I was able to find these in my house. This one actually has some reviews in it. This one has reviews up for the year 2009. It just tells you what the book's about. They don't rate the books. So we've got some there. They rate the books and they give you their opinion on the books to get another perspective. This just tells you what the books are about. There's another page that just tells you what the books are about. And I will tell you that most of these I will probably not read. Oh, look at that. This is what I'm actually reading. Cozies. So that's good. But I might read one or two from here, two, three tops. I will read a couple of hundred out of here. I will read 10 or 20 out of each section. Then we have even more. This one did a little bit better. However, this is Publishers Weekly. However, I was impressed with this until there was a huge section on India in this. Huge section on India. I'm not interested in India. I want to read books. I want book reviews. I'm sorry, but I want book reviews. This, they do get a few in the back. They do see some fiction. There might be 3. So there might be about 50 maybe. Let's see. And they just tell you what it's about. They don't give you their opinions of the books. They just tell you what the books are about. They give you your opinions. They do 250. They do multiple subjects and sections. Now, I kept this one. She's always going off. Now, apparently, and I'll have to look what page it is. Alright. I don't know what section it's in. Just give me a minute. Oh, they've got a list of books that's coming out. Oh, that's diff. So this one's a little different. There's a list. They're not reviewed or anything, but there's a list. So I kept this because this deals with kids' books too. They have a big section of kids' books. I can't find it. I cannot find it. I have on the cover, keep this, Laurel's in it. Oh, I can't find her. Let's see. They got some kids' books. That's something the Romantic Times doesn't have. And there's no index to tell you where they are. Romantic Times has an index. And I want to, the other videos, I did a couple, and I'm going to try and put them together. And I don't see it. Nonfiction. Well, it's in here someplace. I don't want to keep you too long. I've got other videos that I want to put this with. I'm going to do a video of the New York Review so you can see how it's huge. It's like this big, and it's just stories. But I just figured it out. It's going to drive me crazy. I can't find that story. I just wanted to see. They don't do many reviews. They tell you what the books are about. There's a whole section in here on school books. So those of you who are parents or something, you might like it. But I don't see the Laurel book. It's got to be in here someplace. And I don't see it. Tell me they put her under it. No. Ah! They put her under erotica. There it is. They tell you what the book's about, but they don't give you their opinion of it. Serpentine. And up there. It's up there. But we're not talking books right now. Well, we're talking magazines. So that's why I like this one so much. I figured it out because they do all of these reviews. They give you your opinion. They do all of these reviews. All of these. So the next couple of videos, like I said, it's going to be a hodgepodge. I'm going to put them together. Me doing Publishers Weekly, New York Book Review, Bookmark, and Bookpage. Bookpage is the one that I tore my house apart looking for and I couldn't find it. I know I've got it here someplace. But Romantic Times, I don't know how, I might put a video, I don't know if I'll bookend it or not. But that's just telling you that, you know, I might read 1 or 2 out of here, but I'm going to read 20 or 30 out of here. So that's my magazine comparison. Publishers Weekly and Mystery and Bookpage and New York Review will be attached, and we'll see what we can do, see if it works. I've never tried this before. And please hit the like and subscribe and let me know I'm doing a good job. Thank you.
The New York Review. It's the most expensive book review out there. I don't have any of my own copies anymore, but it cost me like $400 one year when I was getting them all. Front, back, and even they don't have as many reviews as my Romantic Times. They've got large stories, but they don't review the same books that Romantic Times, they've got huge stories, but no book reviews or romance or history or mystery or psychological romance, mystery, suspense. None of that stuff. Not like Romantic Times does. That's why my Romantic Times magazine is the best. Have a good day. Watch for the next one. Okay, we are here today. This video is in many pieces. I probably said that about 20 times. But this is my Romantic Time book reviews. This has over 250 book reviews. They review historical fiction. They review mysteries, inspirational, sci-fi, paranormals, erotica, harlequins, mystery suspense. Look at all those harlequins. They tell you about books that you will read or that I will read. Romance, Julia Quinn, Joanna Lindsay, Mary Balow, Kathy Maxwell, Susan Enoch. They will talk about all those authors that you read. Science fiction, Brandon Sanderson. They will talk about books that you read. Bookmarks, Orbital. Would you read these versus your romances? Your Days of Wonder? Well, I'm going to read the Anne Hilleran book, so that's one. Out of all the magazines in this magazine, that's one that I would read. Indian literature. My library probably doesn't even carry those. Highway of Tears. They have fewer book reviews on the page, whereas Romantic Times has all those, and they rate them, and they do reviews. James Lee Burke, that might be something you'll read. I Know Who You Are. The Lost Sons. These are just not books that I have any interest in. You might read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, though. You might read those. Joe Nesbøt, The Rat. They're just telling you about the book. They're not really reviewing it. Nigeria, Africa. Would you have access to these books in your library? Well, I don't. All Little Bird Hearts. The Annual Banquet of Gravediggers Guild. See, it's one book on a page. Look at all those. And I'm telling you, you're going to read these before you read the others. All right, Bookpage. They've got a few more. And they do more books that I will probably read. A Gentleman in Moscow. Eco Name. Cozy Reads. Now these I might read. Northwards. Two Dead Wives. But they do less. Murder at the Festival. They do book reviews that we could possibly read. But they do less. No one does the 250 and the variety. So this video is going to be a bunch of mess. I did it 5 times. There we go. There we go. It's interesting. So this video, like I said, is going to be in tons of pieces, so I hope you watch the whole thing, because each section will carry different magazines to compare to Romantic Times. Thank you.
So I hope this worked. I hope it went through. So now you know why I like these so much, because there's actually books in here that I will read, that I own. Not like, well, I might read some of the mystery ones though, but very few in here, very few in the bookmark, very few in the Bookpage, and none in the New York Review. So I hope this worked. We'll see what happens. Please hit the like and subscribe. D. Louis Book Series rules. Thank you.